So, in very, very simple words, you have to say, there's God alone is. The conscious alone is. And everything is a temporary appearance in consciousness. The temporary appearance perpetuates itself because of mistaken identity. So the whole idea of your making your mind silent and observe and all is to observe the process of ego formation, I. So the ego is like a bubble, it keeps on coming, feeling of I. So when the mind becomes silent, that ego formation also becomes silent. Then what you are, there is just awareness. And that's the only reality. So it's in a sense, we are all sort of animated 3D characters in a movie, the body mind complex. We feel we are doing something. You have freedom of action. I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. I am the thinker. Without realizing that, all this is happening through the body and mind complex, not a doing. Your heart beats, your breathing is happening, thoughts are coming into your head, you are not thinking. Thoughts are appearing in your consciousness, and when the thoughts appear, action is happening. So you still think that you are doing something. Have you thought a single thought? Please tell me. Thoughts come into your consciousness, appear into your consciousness. When it appears into your consciousness, action happens. So how can you claim the responsibility for action or a thought which is coming into you? Not a single part of you is under your conscious control. Without heart beating, you cannot lift your hand, you cannot operate. Without the breathing taking place, you cannot operate. You don't know how many neurons are there in your head. Still, how many connections are there in your head, you don't know. And you don't know how many signals have to go from head to hand to move your hand. Thoughts appear into your consciousness and some action happens. Then you say that I take the responsibility. I am the actor. How is it possible? Yeah.
But does it mean then I, as this whatever this individual is, cannot bring a thought into focus?
Thought, can you bring thought into focus, or thought comes into focus? Is there a difference? Thought appears and you claim the responsibility.
Or is it because I can get the thought into focus because of my habit? Is it, that's what it is? Because if I want to think of something, I can think of it.
I can think of something is a thought which has appeared into your consciousness. Otherwise, how can you think of something?
Yes.
That is Maya.
You please tell me one thought you thought of. I can think of something is also a thought which popped up into your consciousness. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೇನ್ರಿ? ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. I have to think too much, as if you are thinking. Thinking is happening through you.
ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಲ್ಲ.
ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅದು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಇದೆ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಯೋಚನೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಮೋರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಏನು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Different people have different thoughts, right? So different thoughts are coming into different head.
Correct.
So there is some difference coming. So
Correct.
who is responsible for the difference then?
That's what is the consciousness. It keeps on popping.
But consciousness is the same in everybody. But why did it become
Consciousness is
different?
same, but consciousnesses create multiplicity, appearances. See, this one painting, right? You see this in this painting, no? There's so many varieties, right? The creator has the ability to create the variety. The created has no ability to choose what is being created. You could have as well with Einstein.
So why am I having this kind of body? That is also not my choice.
That's what is happening out here.
Isn't it choice here?
Everything is given.
That's a question.
So if everything is given, where is the control? I mean, why we should even sit here? Everything is given, everything.
Did you have a choice in not sitting here? You had a choice in not sitting here?
At least I thought, right? I chose to come here.
You thought or thought came to you?
I know. You say
You thought or thought came to you?
Very nice.
Without thought coming into your head that you have to come here, how did you come here? Huh? Very, very, this thing, no? It can be interesting, it can be unsettling also. It depends on how you look at it. That's why Madhvacharya says, Naham karta, Harideva karta. I am not the doer. God alone is the doer. Okay? You please tell me a single thing which you do.
ego claims I'm doing it. Otherwise, it doesn't have existence, no?
Yeah.
Ego is a false center which is created actually. It is just when the action happens, there's a center created. Did you have a choice not to come here?
It happens.
The happening we claim to be doing.
But there is some link between our thoughts and action. I mean,
Thoughts become actions. Right? Thoughts get converted to actions. The sequence is, first is a feeling, thought, action. Result, feeling, thought, action. This is the cycle. Correct?
Time gap may be there. That way.
There will be time is also illusion. That we will see of time itself. Time is an appearance, not reality. Feeling, thought, action, result, feeling, thought, action. This is the cycle, no? Correct? So without feeling there is no thought, without thought there is no action. Correct? But did you have a choice over your thoughts?
no, but how there is some synchronization and it is all as per our own wishes and our everything. There is some. There is our choice is fulfilled. I mean that's how it is.
Oh, your choice is fulfilled. You could have been the president of which bank you have come from?
No, not
Which bank you?
Indian bank.
Huh? Oh, you could have as well become the president of Indian Bank, right? Why you retired as a?
No, but I wanted to come here. I come here. No.
I wanted to come here is a thought, no? How did it appear in your consciousness?
To see that our mind should slow down, calm. Then only we can see how thought is coming. And then we can take action. Otherwise, we are just robot we are working with.
How did the thought come into your head? You please tell me the mechanism of thought coming into your head. Which part of the neuron has to be fired? This part of the neuron, or this part of the neuron, or this part of the neuron has to be fired to bring one thought into your head?
Nobody can.
Still, we are not successful in doing that.
No, you can sense no, which part of the brain getting activated. You can do.
Yeah.
But there is a fundamental one nice this thing is there. His name is Levitt, Doctor. I don't know whether you heard of Levitt's. Levitt, right? Levitt's findings. You get that this thing hard disk. I'll show you. So what? It is very interesting thing. With the now all you can put a probe to the brain and all, right? When you lift your hand, you say, "I lifted my hand." What he found is that the signals go to the hand much before you lift your hand. Your conscious part of the mind becomes active after you lifted, after the signals have gone to the hand. How much choice you have to how much choice you have in lifting your hand? No, what I'm saying is this appears as though human beings are some sort of automatons, robots, which is actually 99% true. Only 1% is not true.
The thought comes, action happens.
Huh.
The result we feel. Feeling.
Feeling is also happening, no? Feeling, you have a choice over feeling, is it?
So the different feelings can happen.
It's also happening only. That's what you're right about it.
So that feeling is.
If you had a choice, you would have chosen always nice feelings only, no?
So that feeling is because of our previous.
Our previous itself is another concept. This is Levitt's this thing I will show you.
So things happen before the consciousness aware of it.
The conscious mind has the ability to veto, which is about 200 milliseconds for vetoing.
I see.
But decision is taken already.
Oh.
The unconscious, subconscious part of you.